Prince Sam presents. You're mentally stronger than most people if these 12 things apply. When you think of emotional strength, what springs to mind? You probably have an image of someone who remains composed under pressure or hardship. Someone who can handle almost anything and maintain composure under duress. You could define emotional control as the capacity to control one's emotional responses. You must be able to deal with challenging circumstances, come out on top of them, and persevere. Able to remain composed in the face of failure, censure, and rejection. One of the most important aspects of living is emotional stability. An individual can be made or broken by this power. Those who possess it can achieve great achievements. If they don't, they might never realize their full ability. This movie demonstrates indicators of highly developed emotional intelligence, including emotionally stronger than the majority of individuals, in fact. We also go over how having these qualities can make your life more fulfilling and prosperous. Let's start straight away. The first rule is, you don't sweat the small things. However, some of us are better than others at letting go of the things that don't really matter. The main cause of stress in most individuals is that they allow things to affect them. They do nothing but dwell on how terrible everything is, stew in their frustration, or constantly think about it. You are probably more resilient than most people if you can get through a day without getting upset over something trivial, like an episode that occurred in line at Starbucks or a tweet. You aren't scared of intimacy. Number 2. It's no secret that many people struggle with relationship anxiety. This is due to a variety of factors, including fears of rejection, vulnerability, and injury. The list is endless. It's likely that you are mentally stronger than most people if you don't fear intimacy. Having mental fortitude does not guarantee that you will not suffer harm. It implies that, in the event that you are hurt, you are able to mend and carry on with your existence. Your third ability is the capacity to postpone satisfaction. Many people frequently succumb to their irrational thoughts, impatience, or worry about losing out. However, you are more resilient than most if you can postpone something you want right now in favor of a superior result down the road. In reality, it takes emotional and mental fortitude to put your attention on the future rather than on today's pleasures. Delaying gratification also allows you to stay focused on your goals and make wise choices regarding your money, relationships, and other important aspects of life, which can help you succeed more in life. The fourth rule is to avoid letting other people's negativity affect you. It's simple to become distracted by what other people are doing or speaking. Participating in the fun is enjoyable, particularly when you're feeling down. However, it's also simple to take things personally and let them have an impact on you. It requires courage to be able to step back from those things and recognize them for what they are, just words. It requires emotional understanding as well. Additionally, you now know how to stop yourself from being overwhelmed by unfavorable emotions or ideas. You don't resent other people's achievement. Number 5. Many individuals find it offensive when others succeed. It may even make them feel intimidated. But nevertheless, you're greater than most people would. You are aware that there is no need to degrade others in order to feel better about yourself or that life is not a game. You don't have to have the last say. Rule number 6. The majority of individuals feel compelled to speak last. They have a sense that they need to justify themselves and provide evidence that they are correct. But if everyone sought to always be correct, there would be no advancement in anything. Whatever the subject, there are always opposing viewpoints, and no one will ever always concur. You're not a pushover just because you didn't get the last word. It simply means that, even when it's difficult, you sometimes decide to let things go and move on. You are much tougher than most people because of this. You're not scared to be alone. Number 7. Many people sense the need to be surrounded by someone at all times. They believe that if they are alone for an extended period of time, they will become tired, lonely, or insane. However, you're in excellent company if you're not afraid to be by yourself. It is real. Being at ease in your own company shows that you have confidence in both yourself and your current situation. It doesn't mean you dislike people or don't want them around, it just means you don't require their validation or completion of what you already have going on. You have a good relationship with social media, which is number 8. We are all aware of the tremendous chance social media offers to connect with others and make new friends, but it can also be a time waster and a source of anxiety. Social media consumes so much of people's time and energy that they are left with nothing for their real existence. And this leads to ongoing emotions of depression and anxiety. Additionally, it has an impact on a person's employment and connections. However, if you have a positive relationship with social media, you will be able to set time limits, recognize how the material you consume affects you, and know when to log off completely. This demonstrates that your mental fortitude is superior. Number 9, you know your boundaries and don't push yourself too far. It's simple to get caught up in putting out fires, making sure everyone is happy, and taking on more than we should in a society where so many people feel like they need to be on all the time. However, there are instances when it's best to simply decline, or at least not now. You are mentally stronger than most people if you can identify your limitations and don't push yourself too far. You are well aware of your capabilities and your personal limits. You are not readily influenced by other people, and you are aware that prioritizing your needs over those of others does not make you selfish but rather smart. You recognize the benefits of dispute resolution. At number 10. Conflict is typically viewed as something that should be avoided at all costs. However, the reality is that conflicts are inevitable in life. Conflict settlement is crucial because of this. It fosters our personal development and improves the bonds we have with others. We can improve our communication skills and establish confidence with those around us when we are able to resolve conflicts in a constructive way. However, most individuals do not have a natural aptitude for conflict resolution. It necessitates patience, time, and work. Therefore, you are already ahead of most people if you are prepared to try to make amends with someone who has wronged or hurt you. You let go of items that don't serve you well, which is number 11. We all have our limitations, but it requires tremendous courage to acknowledge when something isn't working and needs to be changed. Perhaps there is a relationship that needs to end or a position that has no room for advancement. Maybe it's something else, like a bad behavior, a bad decision, or a false belief. Some people may feel as though they are drowning in their feelings as a result of these things weighing them down so much. They feel immobile and powerless to proceed. You are emotionally stronger than most people if you can let go of items that no longer serve you well. Number 12, people come to you for emotional assistance. People will come to you for emotional support if you have a powerful emotional capacity. They know they can rely on you and that they can trust you to be there for them, so that's why. When someone needs assistance, whether it be seeking counsel or simply having someone to listen when no one else will, you are the one they look to. Although this can occasionally be a burden, it's also a wonderful blessing that has many benefits. People value you, and that has significance. Being emotionally strong doesn't mean you have to be flawless all the time. Rather, it means you can deal with life's ups and downs with grace and compassion for both you and other people. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and tell your peers about it so we can make more like it. Click the subscribe icon to see more content like this, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Check out our other movies as well if you haven't already. Thank you for viewing.